Or Hi guys, welcome to Stocks by Request. As promised, we're still doing Facebook Live. That I wanted to do Facebook Live as much as I can and as often as I can. So here we are with our Stocks by Request session. I'm just gonna talk about just a couple of stocks that have been requested quite frequent over the past week. First of all, I'd like to invite all of you to StockSmart's Tokyo. It's happening tomorrow in the afternoon. You can go to marvingermo.com for all of the details for Stocks by Request. Please tell me if you can hear me loud and clear. There's quite a lot of people in the backdrop, so I'm not so sure if you can hear me, but hello to June, who's already live. Don Velasco, thank you. Hello to you, to everyone from Qatar. Chris, Vinny, good PM, Sir Marvin. Welcome to Japan. It's nice to be here in Japan. John Prado asking for Sir Pass. Hello to all of you. It's a very chilly and cool Friday evening here. So I'm posting this before we conduct StockSmarts Japan tomorrow. So StockSmarts Japan, we have our basic sessions tomorrow. Then we also have technical and fundamental analysis on Sunday and Mondays. So I'll post the details of the link if you're from the Tokyo area. Join us uh, for the sessions here. So a couple of things. First of all, after I think 6 days of selling in the market of foreigners, we now have a significant, not significant, but we have a smidge of foreign buying already. It could have been brought about also by the decision from the Fed rate hike that all of the I guess all of the uncertainty is now gone. Everyone can now move on and can already focus on what's on hand. They can now focus on the movement uh, that the 0.25 rate was already expected and added. So for those who are following the Fed rate hike, we now have a possibility of two more hikes in the next months or so. No, so let's see how it goes from there. So looking at the PSEI though, there's a good movement upward by the index. It tried to go to around 7,400. However, as it tried to push up, as what I mentioned before, there's a resistance around 7,450, 7,440. So expect as the index is in those levels, there might be a level of selling, but in the market as it approaches those levels. So let's see what happens in the next few days. One thing is evident though, it failed to do it and go higher. It tried to go up, but it closed a bit lower from the highest point today. So let's see what will happen next week, how strong it will actually be. If it fails to go up and it fails to go above 7,450, we still haven't fully reversed yet. So if we haven't fully reversed yet, we could possibly go back to around 7,165, which is the support where it has been oscillating. You have to remember, since January started, the market has been sideways already. There's no direction for the market as of the moment. So it has to break out from 7,450. Hello everyone. Hello. Have to break out from 7,450 for it to actually reverse higher as well. So if it, and then another thing, if it breaks out from 7,443, we could actually see it go above to 7,700. Again, 7,443 breakout there will bring it to 7,700. I'm going to talk about five stocks before we proceed. No, but hello to Chris Venil, to John Prado. Haha, kulit ng mga tao dito, no. So hello to all of you there. First of all, Ali, if you have to remember, Ali is one of the heavyweights in the index. It's a proxy for what's happening in the PSEI. So since the PSEI is close to some sort of resistance, you can also expect and see Ali close to a certain resistance level as well. The resistance for Ali is around 36. Alright guys, sorry for that disconnection. So it goes to show that internet connection issues are not just in the Philippines, but they happen everywhere as well. So I'll just wait for you guys to connect before we continue with this Facebook Live video as well. Oh, there, we now have 4 people. Tune in 5. Okay, people are starting to come back again. So again, sorry for the disconnection. It just goes to show that internet connection issues are not just in the Philippines, but it happens regardless of where you are in the world, regardless, even if the internet speed in the country where you are is relatively fast. So again, let's just wait for a few seconds for people to join us again. Am I loud and clear for those who are already with us in the video? Oh, to Chris, Vinny, you're talking about the info on Tokyo. Okay, I'll tag the organizers, Chris, after this seminar, after this video. But the seminar tomorrow will be in the Philippine Embassy. Then technical and fundamental analysis will be also here in Tokyo. I'll just send you the details in a few moments after the video is over as well. So there, we now have a couple of people joining us for this video. So let's continue. No, as what I mentioned prior to this, was that Ali is a proxy as well to the index. So meaning, since Ali is such a big weight, heavyweight in the index, whatever it does, how it moves, also affects the movement of the PSEI as well. So I mentioned a while ago that the PSEI is close to a midterm index that the PSEI also was moving sideways. So was Ali. Ali is close already to the resistance. It failed to break out of the resistance at 36.7. So watch out 36.7 for Ayala Land. If it fails to break out from that, you could actually retrace and correct and start to possibly go down again. If it breaks out from 36.7, the stock could now actually reverse and turn bullish over the long term as well. So watch out for those levels for Ali. Next for BDO, it just broke out again from a short-term resistance of 122. So BDO for the short, mid, and long term is bullish. We don't have any sell signals yet for BDO. So again, for those who are positioning, either quick traders or position traders for BDO, we don't have any sell signal yet. Hold on to the stock until we see any signs of reversal. So for those who just bought a couple of days ago, hold your positions. Let's wait until we see any reversal for the stock, for it to see some resistance until it starts going down again. You have to remember, your goal when it comes to investing in the market is to actually maximize your gains. So if the stock is bullish, your goal is to hold on to it and to maximize it until you see it go down and start to reverse. So SM Prime Holdings naman, SMPH, if you try to look at the stock, it's been in a short to mid-term downtrend over the past few weeks. For it to actually reverse from it, the stock must break out from the 29.8 resistance level. So for those who are tracking SM Prime Holdings, for it to escape and actually start reversing, for the quick term, it must break out of 29.8 pesos per share for the stock. So watch out for that. If not, it may just continue its downward progression over the short to mid-term. However, what I like about it for position traders, the stock, its general trend is still up, so we don't have any sell signal for the stock yet if you are a position trader for SM Prime Holdings. So look, you can add that. Then 2 more stocks, MPI, Metro Pacific Investments. The stock just broke down again, another relatively good and strong support level. So for those who are watching Metro Pacific Investments, avoid the stock first. Again, the stock just broke down. It may continue to go down still. The retracement could bring it, the support that it broke was around 6.6, so the retracement could bring the stock from 6.6 to 6.2 to around 6 peso level. So again, should the stock continue to go down, just wait for it until you see something, until you see a significant bounce. So possible support levels are 6.2 or 6, so avoid the stock first as of this moment. And then URC, for quick traders, if the stock breaks out of 167 pesos per share, the next possible target price is 180. I repeat, if it breaks out from 167, then possible target price for it is 180 pesos per share. However, like what happened today, it failed to break out of that resistance level. So you could possibly see it retrace to around 160 over the short term. I repeat, you may possibly see it retrace to 160 to the short term because it failed to break out of 167. Failed to break out of 167 today. So for position traders naman, the stock, we don't have any
we don't have any significant reversal patterns for the stock yet. So uh, stay away from it first until we see something significant in the stock. We see a significant buy for the stock as well. I've had a couple of questions also about what the Fed rate hike is. So for those who are asking what the Fed rate hike is, basically it's the U.S. federal government increasing interest rates. What happens when they increase interest rates is it's relatively a guaranteed amount for investors that the U.S. government is promising them that they can actually receive. So normally, a lot of big funds around the world, not just in the Philippines, would shift their money from stocks in our region back to the US because of the guaranteed amount that they would get from it. So the general notion is when bond prices go up, there's a flight of capital from stocks, especially in our region, headed back to the United States. So what does it do? For me, at this point, it does not change any of the value that we have in our market or in our economy. You've seen a lot of the companies listed in the stock exchange give you relatively good numbers, relatively good earnings reports. So as long as those earnings reports are there, as long as the economy is still intact, it's nothing to be worried about. But watch out, as what I mentioned in Bloomberg, watch out for inflation. If should it go out of hand, should it go significantly higher than where it is right now, it could pose a problem. In interest rates, let's see how high the BSP would increase the interest rates this year. A lot of people are pegging it that they would increase it mid this year, but let's see and let's wait until that actually happens as well. So I guess that's it for now, unless you guys have any other questions. No, I hope you hear me loud and clear wherever you guys are. To Steph, Madia, I'll try to do another stocks by request, and then I'll try to include Meg in the next session. So I hope this is helpful. I hope this is helpful to all of you. It's something different. It's harder to do it because I don't have a table to actually plot the chart, so I had to do it prior to going live as well. So again, I'll see you tomorrow for Stock Smarts Japan. God bless you all. This is Shibuya at night. You see a lot of people crossing the streets. So it's been a very, 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 very busy night still for everyone. One of my favorite places here, for me, this is one of the areas where you get to enjoy and see a lot of people walk around. You see how busy people are as well. So I guess that's it for now. To our kababayans here in Japan, I'll see you all tomorrow. God bless you, as what I always say. Trade well, trade strong, and trade smart. See you all tomorrow.